Help me ducks, it's Simon here. Welcome back to the Hermit's Cave. How's everybody doing? As promised on Tuesday, yes, we are on Thursday, aren't we? I said I'd pop back on to take a look at the second deck that was in the package from Cheryl at Oneness Emporium. Cheryl is at the moment sending decks as and when she gets them for review until we're in a position where we can resume the spotlights that we do monthly, where we review new decks to the UK. And yeah, this is the Happy Halloween Tarot. I believe there's an oracle coming out as well called Halloween Forever, or a similar title to that anyway. And it did make me smile that we're getting Halloween decks in January at the start of the new year. However, I am somebody, and I've heard others say it too, in the past, that, you know, when they're released at Halloween, sometimes by the time you get them, it's after Halloween and you've got to wait a year anyway. So, and there are those out there, and I think I'm that way of thinking as well, that, you know, Halloween doesn't just have to be, you don't have to use your Halloween decks, I should say, just at around the October time. Why not enjoy them all year round? So, this is by, is it US Games? Yes, US Games. And it's Happy Halloween Tarot. I like the cartoon style artwork. I'm assuming the deck is like that all the way through. It's by Soru Graves. Or is it Sonny Graves? I can't tell if that's R-U or an N-I. Maybe you can decide. It might say on the back, actually. The delightful Happy Halloween Tarot is sure to lift your spirits, Sonny, or Sony. I think it's Sonny. Sonny Graves found inspiration in iconic vintage Halloween art, as well as her own childhood Halloween memories and the joy they brought her. She used a festive candy corn colour palette. Let's think about that. A festive candy corn colour palette. I'm quite sure what candy corn is. I can guess, but it's not something that we have here. And included her favourite spooky creatures, including skeletons, witches, pumpkins and bats. I mean, I like the colour scheme anyway. It's got this kind of autumnal Halloween vibe with the pumpkin and black. So as an homage, could that not be as a homage, as a homage, as an homage? Yeah, you would have an before a word beginning with a vowel, wouldn't you? As an homage. No wonder I struggled to read it. To her Latin heritage, she chose to use Spanish titles and gender-neutral descriptions for the court cards. Okay, although I see Wheel of Fortune on that card, she chose to use Spanish titles and gender-neutral descriptions of the court cards, which I'm all for that. Includes 78 cards and black glitter edges. Wow. A 128-page illustrated guidebook with custom spreads. Let's dive in. It's in a 2-part box. It's got that's unusual, because I thought it was going for US Games, was going for more that kind of triangular design. But anyway, oh, I love the inside with the spider's web. That's really cool. We'll have a look at the book. Let's take it out. So it said it was 128 pages. Got some spaces at the back for notes. So it's 124, but with spaces for notes. Looks like a black and white. Quite a bit of text though for each one. Got some reflections as well, so at the back, so just looking here, oh, strength is at 11. That's interesting for US Games. Is this a pip deck then? The Wheel of Fortune, so some things, what lessons am I ignoring or neglecting? What lessons have I learned the hard way? What cycle or cycles do I wish to break or mend? How can I practice going with the flow of life? Do I believe in fate, absolute free will, both? Are some events inevitable? So, yeah, fair amount of information for the cards. Let's see what else you get. Acknowledgements, a Halloween poem. That's interesting. Halloween poem. The pumpkins be grinning as swift bat. The pumpkins be grinning as swift bats take flight. The ghosts are a stirring. What a spectacular sight. Introduction, about the guidebook, about the deck. We're keeping with Wands, Swords, Cups, Pentacles. Yeah, so pretty standard book, but looks like they got a fair bit of information. Let's take these out. I want to see these glitter edges. Oh, I love the backs. Love that. See, it said that they wanted to keep Spanish titles, but they're not Spanish. As an homage, it's still griping me, that is. As a homage to her Latin heritage, she chose to use Spanish titles. Okay. It's a little bit confusing. Let's take this shrink wrap off. So far, I'm liking the aesthetic very much. Okay. Come on. There we go. I want to scratch the edges on that. In fact, let's bring the camera down. Okay. Oh, they've got a lovely, lovely feel. Are they linen? Yeah, it's a lovely soft linen look. That's actually really nice cardstock. Let's look at the edges. I mean, it said glittery, but that doesn't look glittery to me. It looks like a gunmetal, which is nice. I mean, I like the, that's a piece of glitter. No, I'm joking. Yeah, so it's kind of like a flat matte gunmetal edge, but it's really nice. The backs, I really like them. I think that's really nice, pretty design. Cardstock is nice and springy. It is linen, as I mentioned. I do love this kind of colour palette. That's really nice. I like the fact that there are different colours as well. It reminds me of like Tarot des Arcs, or other decks like Slow Hollow and things like that. It's just, yeah, really nice. I'm impressed. So we have our fool here. We have this little skeleton in a kind of clown's outfit balancing on this ball. We've got the cat. It's holding a flower. Looks like each card has this kind of floral border on them as well. But look how we go from this pumpkin colour to black to white, etc. And we've got some kind of mustardy coloured ones as well. Really like it. Enjoying this vibe already. So our fool, the magician. Look at that spooky card. I love the bats flying in front of the moon there. And looks like that. Oh no, that's not a skeleton. I was going to say maybe all the characters are skeletons, but certainly the case with our fool and our magician. There's our high priestess, empress. I don't know if you can all hear that drilling, because I've probably played some music, but it happens every night around this time. Empress. Oh, look at the Emperor. Yes, they're not Spanish titles, they are in English. Hierophant. Love that. Look at the little mice. And the candles on top of the pumpkin. Our lovers, two little boos. The chariot. Yeah, it's quite comical, but I do like the style. Oh, look at Justice. That's an interesting Justice. It's the scales, but it's very ornate. It's got a heart and a skull, so I guess in that sense, perhaps, you know, the head over the heart. The Hermit, I love. Our Wheel of Fortune. Got the two skeletons going around. Strength. Yeah, it's interesting that Justice is 8. Are they Pip? Yeah, oh, the Pip. I mean, I don't mind like Marseille style pips. I think they're quite beautiful, and I can read pip decks, you know, easily. But I just hope this deck isn't lazy pips, where it's just like, I just saw some broomsticks. Hope it's not like 6 broomsticks, 7 broomsticks, because that will, yeah. Especially when this is really quirky and fun as a major. Look at the Death card. Temperance. That's very 70s, isn't it? The Devil, I love. This little winged demon. It's almost like a bat. The Tower. Haunted House. Oh, that's beautiful. The Star card. Love the colours in this. The Moon. I mean, so far, I'm really digging this deck. I think it's fab. I'm just a little bit apprehensive. So here we've got a pumpkin, a bat, an owl, and a skull. We've got the, oh gosh, sorry, I'm about to sneeze. Got the Ouroboros in the middle here with the, it almost looks like the world, but as a pumpkin. I think that's what they tried to do there. Yeah, the world as a pumpkin. All right, so let's have a look. Let's see. So, Ace of Wands looks like they're going to be brooms. So we've got 2. I mean, it's not too bad. It is picturesque. It's got a scene. It's scenic. A web here. But, yeah, they are kind of pippish. But they're all unique, you know, individual. I mean, that, you know, doesn't really do much. Ten brooms. We have our page. So it's the courts that are keeping the Spanish title, gender fluid, and in Spanish. Oh, I like that, Witch on the Broom. They're pretty cool. The courts are cool. Look at that. Swords. Oh, I love this. A 2-headed skeleton. Look at that. That's fun. Excuse me. The 3 swords piercing the heart. Got bats hanging from them there. I would like them to be a little bit more scenic, to be honest, but they're not bad as far as pips go. They're not lazy pips. Love this with the tree. I can live with this. I can, yeah, certainly get readings from this. A page. I love that. He's gone all the way through the different like keyholes or portals of some sort. These are all goals for the swords. cardstock is lush. The Ace of Cups, the 2, 3, oh wow, cauldron there bubbling away, all these different bottles of potions. Little teapot, look. I do really like the art style, and I love the colour palette. Love that. I mean, so for instance, we're in Pentacles, okay. Most of the cards, and it's not purporting to follow RWS at all, but most of the cards, you know, are kind of doing their own thing. And as I said, the Strength and the Justice card is of the old style tarot rather than the RWS. But then you do get a card like this, the 2 of Pentacles, and you get that sense of balance. You know, he's holding 2 pumpkins in one hand, he's riding a unicycle, is balancing. So there is that occasional nod. You could even say it perhaps for the 4, you know, holding tight to that pumpkin. Love this image. Look at that. The 6. And then we just get, you know, I mean, it's playful. It's the idea of cats playing with a ball of string, isn't it, for the Pentacles? But 7 cats, 7 black cats. The web here. Spider's web. And the 10s tend to all be kind of this design, just representing the suit is the only difference. The page. We have kind of jack-o'-lanterns for this suit family, the Pentacles. So there we are. What I didn't do was I know people always ask about card size if I don't, so I think it's the standard because it's US games. Might even be a fraction taller, but I mean, hardly worth mentioning really. But the cardstock is delicious. It's really nice linen, that good linen. I do like the metallic gunmetal type edges. It's really nice. It feels like you're holding a really good quality deck. And as I say, I love the colour palette that's used. Would have preferred the pips to be a little bit more scenic, but let me know your thoughts. I mean, they're not bad, are they, as far as pips go? And as I said, some are lazier than others, and it tends to be the 10s really. But, you know, maybe I'm being a little bit unfair. But it's certainly a deck that I will use, and I'm looking forward to using, actually. So, but let me know your thoughts. Is it a deck that you would want to have in your Halloween collection or just part of your tarot collection? Yeah, let me know in the comments below. There will be a link to Oneness Emporium, which is where this deck was sent from Cheryl. And as always, if you want to buy it and you buy it from Oneness Emporium, then there is a 10% discount using the code here, Hermits10. All right, everyone, until next time, go in peace. Namaste and blessed be.